to do as many deals as you're doing, over 100 deals a year. This year, you'll definitely, go way over 200 deals. Where is your business coming from? Because I know this is like a question everybody's waiting for. Where is she getting those deals from?
So it's, we're really focused on past clients. We're really focused on agent to agent referrals, working on our reviews. We do a lot with Facebook ads. We do a ton of client, community, and charity events. So we build out our whole marketing calendar a year ahead of time. And obviously with the pandemic happening, we switched the way that we did everything too. And we actually still did the events, but we made them physically or socially distanced, or, we did more of our events totally charity based, because we felt like people's hearts needed the healing and the help. And when you give, you feel like you're helping. So it was really an outreach last year more than anything. And that just filled our cups so much. So much so that we even went down at Christmas time and I got my husband dressing up as Santa and Mrs. Claus doing events as well.
Awesome. That is so awesome.
Yeah, super fun.
So you get a lot of repeat and referral business.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Okay, let me ask you. Do you some people cannot relate to the level of production that you're at right now because they're in a completely different place. Yep. Some people that are watching this video are probably doing about a deal a month, maybe 2 deals a month. Maybe they're just in the mindset of like, I'd like to increase my production by just 1 deal a month. What advice would you have for that person?
What I would tell that person is to love on your clients like no other. I would tell them, make it a point that when you meet with that person, to tell them you want them to be a part of your client base and your client family for life. By doing that, you want them to know that if they need anything, from a doctor to a contractor, that you want them to call you. You don't want them posting in a Facebook group asking for a painter or a heating and air guy. And you want to have a list of those contractors. So if you don't, you should be calling and making connections with those contractors now. Introducing yourself, saying, hey, I've got a client base I'm building. I would love for you to be our preferred contractor of whatever it is, right? Beacon Mechanical is one of our contractors that we love to refer. And they know me by name so much so that when I call, the plumbing department knows me, the heating department knows me, the owner of the company called me to come list his house.
So basically what you're saying is, don't just be their resource for real estate. Be their resource for everything. And that makes so much sense. It's like, if I got something going on, you're absolutely right. Why should I have to go to Facebook or somewhere and say, hey, I need a recommendation? I should be able to think of someone that's the most resourceful person and call that person. Yeah. And that just furthers the relationship. So
your job is to be a connector. You are their Angie's List. And if you're doing your job right, at our first consultation, so we have a buyer consultation. I have done this since I got into real estate. So you're the professional, you're a consultant. Consultants make more money than just a real estate agent. So we are real estate consultants. When we meet with people, we have a buyer consultation and we have a seller consultation. We go over our marketing packet with the sellers that gets sent to them beforehand, and then go over the numbers when we sit down with them. They get the buyer packet beforehand, and we go over it with them to walk them through the process, go over their wants and needs, and go over the buyer broker so that that's signed even before we take them in our car. They get pre-approved as well. So we're not wasting any time, and we want to work with people who want to work with us. So that being said, when we sit down with them, we tell them, guys, here's the thing. We're going to ask 2 things of you. Number 1, if we do the job that you deserve and that we expect to provide for you, we're going to ask you for a 5-star online review. That's number 1. And number 2, if we provide this 5-star service, we hope that you're going to tell everyone you know. So can you do us a favor and start thinking of somebody now that we can help? That's one of your friends, family, or maybe somebody at work. We'd really appreciate that. That's the biggest compliment we could ever receive.
I love it. I love it. And Jessica, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. So I'm an agent that really don't have a big center of influence. I don't have an organized database of any size, but I want to increase my production by 1 transaction every single month. And I get that part 1, I'm going to say, hey, start building your database. what else can someone do? Should they call on expireds? Should they call on for sale by owners? Should they go door knocking? Should they do open house? I mean, take yourself way back then, before you had this large database, right, that you have right now. What did you do back then that you would tell somebody to do right now to increase their production by 1 or 2 deals every single month, beginning now?
I do all of those things today.
You still call for sale by owners and expireds?
All of those things today, and we door knock, and we do mailers, and we do client events, and we do community events, and I call contractors, and I do business spotlights on Facebook. So all of these things I'm telling you, I still do. So the leader I am is a leader that's in action, because I want my people on my team to see that the things I'm asking you to do, I'm willing to do. So if we need more business, well, you got to pick up the phone. It's a contact sport. So you got to be face to face. So what's stopping you even from doing pop buys to the local shops in town, right? You have a phone. If you have no money, right, and you don't want to spend money on something, most of us have a smartphone, don't we? We probably have the ability to do a Facebook Live. So why won't I take my phone and go to the local Simsbury town shops and maybe walk up to Wine Etc. and meet the owner, Lisa Hamill, and say, hey, Lisa, I noticed you have a great little new wine shop. Would it be all right if I maybe did a quick business spotlight and introduced you to my friends on Facebook? Would you offer a special to them if they came down here? Do you think that small business owner would love that?
Absolutely. Who wouldn't love some free advertising? Absolutely. Absolutely.